Hey everyone, it's Richard Metal Fan here, bringing you guys a long-awaited music collection update video. I know it's been a while since I've done one. I think the last one I did was back in December. I got a lot of stuff since then. I have like two cassettes, I have a few DVDs, I have like a little stack of vinyl, I have a stack of CDs right here. Just gonna blow through it all. It's also the day before my birthday, about to enter the last year of my 20s tomorrow, so I'll be doing a vlog about that, as well as I have some more interviews coming up. So without further ado, let's get on with the update. We'll start off with the tapes, or the cassettes. They're both from the same band, and I don't think I really need to introduce this band. That'd be Death. I have Human, and I got Individual Thought Patterns. You can see I have it's a little bit dusty. I got signed by Gene Hoglan from when I saw him play with that Death to All this past weekend, and it was a great time. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Then we're on to the DVDs. I have 4 DVDs. First one I want to showcase is Arch Enemy Live Apocalypse. It's a 2-disc DVD. The first one has the London Forum from December 17th, 2004, Manchester Academy, December 13th, 2005, and some extra concert footage. And the second disc has like some special features, like some documentary and some music videos and stuff. Next up, I have the Fear Factory Digital Connectivity. It's a pretty good DVD. Includes like some music videos, some behind the scenes footage, and like documentaries and stuff. It's a pretty cool documentary. It's kind of dated though. It's only came out in 2001, right on the time where Digimortal was released. Next up, I have The Haunted, Caught on Tape. This one has a two concerts. First one is Akasaka Blitz Club from Tokyo, Japan, November 16th, 2000. And then the KB in Malmo, Sweden, March 13th, 2001. And then it has a bonus features, including like an audio-only track of Shithead and a 25-minute documentary of the making of One Kill Wonder. Moving on to, and I'm actually going to see this band on this Sunday. It's the first time seeing them since 2017, and that'd be Vader with their live DVD, Night of the Apocalypse, which basically has live concert footage. And it also has some bonus live video of Metal Mania 2003 and supporting Slipknot Metallica 2004. It also includes like some interviews and bunch of photos and biographies and stuff. All right, now we're on to the CD pile. Gonna blow through this all. First off, we have Abysmal Dawn with Phylogenesis. Pretty good album. I'm looking forward to their next album. The Agony Scene, Get Damned. And finally have the first 2 albums from this band. For the longest time I had their most recent albums, but these 2 are kind of tricky to find. Some of them are a little bit pricey, considering I had to get them from Australia. And this is an Australian band. That'd be the Amity Affliction. We have their first 2 albums being Sever Ties and Youngbloods. And at the time of this recording, they've announced a new album scheduled to release this summer. Next up, we have Archaic with Metamorphignition and Lucid Dawn. Next up is my friend's band in Blackwater Drowning with Sonder Satori. If you aren't familiar with Blackwater Drowning, they're kind of a melodic death metal with a little hint of metalcore band from North Carolina. I got this from when I saw them at their headlining show in Atlanta back in February, and it's a pretty good live show. Or not, actually, this is a pretty good live album. It's their debut full-length album. Yeah, and I've heard they got signed to I forget what it is. It's like a sister label or something to Nuclear Blast, so it's pretty cool. Next up, I have a rare album in my collection, and I have Welcome to the Plague Year by Bleed From Within. Bleed From Within are sort of a kind of a deathcore, kind of metalcore band from Glasgow, Scotland. I got this, and as you can see, I got signed from when I saw them on their first ever Atlanta show, first ever US tour toured back last month with August Burns Red and Devil Wears Prada. Pretty good band. I'm also going to try to see them. They're doing a second leg, and I know they're playing a headlining show in Knoxville, Tennessee, so I'm going to try to head to see that. Anyway, moving on. We have Dark Angel with Leaf Scars. I'm pretty sure I don't need to go into detail. I got this signed by Gene Hoglan. Anyway, another 2022 album to showcase. I have Color Decay by The Devil Wears Prada. It's a really good album. Definitely dig the evolution that these guys have done. Next up, we have a kind of like a weird oddball. That'd be a Diamante with The American Dream. It's actually signed by her. She's sort of like a solo kind of like rock artist from, well, she's from Boston, Massachusetts, but she currently lives in LA. It's pretty good. It's kind of different from what I normally listen to, but I like it. Anyway, moving on, I have the new Enslaved album, Heimdall, or however you pronounce it. It's a pretty damn good album. I like it better than what's the last album called? Utgard. Yeah, I'm looking forward to finally seeing them next month. I got VIP to meet them, as well as they're playing with Insomnium, which also had VIP for Insomnium. So they're playing at the Variety Playhouse April 28th in Atlanta, Georgia. So hope to see you all there. Anyway, moving on, I have two albums from the same band. That'd be the band Exhumed. I don't think I really need to go much into detail. With these guys, I have Anatomy is Destiny, and their latest album from last year, To the Dead. Next up, I have another 3 albums from the same band. I showcase I had one of their DVDs, and that'd be Fear Factory. I'm pretty sure everybody knows of them. First off, I have Mechanize, and the shitty thing is Gene Hoglan made this big ass signature on there, which I kind of thought was kind of dickish. I really wanted to get like Dino Cazares, because I really wanted to see them. Well, they were playing in Atlanta about a week or so ago, but there was the same time I was seeing Fit for a King at the Masquerade. So yeah, but I know they'll be back. And I'm looking forward to hearing what they have with their new singer. They have a Genexus, and their last album they put out, Aggression Continuum, which is the last album they did with Burton C. Bell. Oh, so yeah. And next up, I have the new Goat Whore album, Angels Hung from the Arches of Heaven. It's a really good album. I mean, it's Goat Whore. You can go wrong with them. And they're also going to be playing at Boggs Social and Supply on April 8th in Atlanta, Georgia. So hope to see you there. Fingers crossed I can get an interview with Sammy EP or Duet. Anyway, moving on to a band that, well, I only really like their first few albums, so I just really need their debut. That was really it. That'd be Walls of Jericho by Helloween. Pretty sure everybody's aware of them. Been around since the mid-'80s from Germany. Some good power metal. Anyway, moving on to a band that, well, I'll probably get a little bit of shit for, probably not. And I dig these guys. So that'd be the band I Prevail with their new album, True Power. If you're unfamiliar with I Prevail, they're sort of like a metalcore band based out of Michigan. I have their first 2 albums. I still need to get their EP, but it's a pretty good album. Anyway, moving on to another friend of mine's band, that'd be Inviolate with their debut album Feast of Ashes. I already have their second album, which is called, The Insomniac Stream. But I really got their debut album when I saw them live back in January, and of course I've interviewed them just to promote them. It came out in 2012. It has mostly just like live, the album, but also has like live stuff and some remixes and stuff. Next up, we have Jungle Rot, Fueled by Hate. Next up, I got Moonspell with Night Eternal. Some really great kind of like doom metal band from Portugal. This one is a 2-disc thing. The first one has the album with the bonus tracks, Age of Mothers, and some different like cuts of the album or shorter versions. And then the second CD, it's a DVD that has Live at Wacken Open Air 2007, as well as like some documentaries and stuff. Next up, I have also got a new 2023 album, and that'd be the new Obituary album, Dying of Everything. Really good album. I mean, it's Obituary. I don't think I really need to go into detail with these guys. They've been so kicking ass, and they're just a fun band to listen to. Moving on, we got Ozzy Osbourne with Black Rain. I dig this album. I think it was one of the first one. Well, I remember hearing this back in 2007, like hearing "I Don't Want to Stop." It's just a catchy album. It's Ozzy Osbourne. He's a legend. Don't need to think there's really much that needs to be said about him that hasn't been said already. Anyway, we're almost through this CDs, guys. Moving on, we have a Strapping Young Lad with the New Black. Got signed by Gene Hoglan. Really good album. I mean, it's Devin Townsend's a musical genius. Anyway, I got 2 CDs from the same band. That'd be the band Striker. Striker, just a heavy metal band from Canada. I have 2 of their albums, being Eye in the Night and Armed to the Teeth. I might get some more at some point. Anyway, moving on to another band I need to get some more. I only have 1 of their albums, but I have a Two-Faced. It's a weird little digipack thing. And I think I have another. Forgot to pull out another one of theirs. There's, oh yeah, 1 Foot in the Grave. Yeah, it's just classic. I'm also looking forward to seeing them next year at Maryland Death Fest. So yeah. Anyway, moving on, I got 3 albums from the same band. That'd be the band Vader. I'm looking forward to seeing them on Sunday. First off, I have The Ultimate Incantation, Back to the Blind, and Reign Forever World. I think that was really the only albums I needed. Now I have like everything from Vader. Next up, we have Vigil of War with Bite the Bullet. Vigil of War is sort of like a hard rock heavy metal band from Los Angeles, California. Their bass player and singer Alicia Vigil, who also plays with that Dragon Force, and I got this sign that came signed, which is awesome. Anyway, the last 2 CDs to showcase is both from the same band, and I saw them last October opening for Iron Maiden, and I thought they were pretty good, but I never really owned anything from them. And they're just like one of those bands that I'm not like, didn't make a conscious effort to look for. But I just recently clicked with them, and my girlfriend really digs them. That'd be the band Within Temptation. First thing I had was which one? These ones are kind of out of order. First one is Mother Earth. I think I really like this album. And then I have The Heart of Everything. They're sort of like a symphonic metal band from the Netherlands. Really dig everything. So far, it's pretty good. Might get some more at some point, but I'm not gonna be actively listening to them because I like some symphonic metal, but it's just nothing that I would just listen to like regularly. Or if I'm in the mood, they're just one of them. Anyway, moving on to the last things, and that's the vinyls. First off, I have is the latest Abbott album, Dread Reaver. I mean, I don't think I really need to go much into detail with Abbott. You know, frontman for Immortal, classic black metal legend. This is his latest album. It's a gatefold right here. And this vinyl, if I can get it out. Oh, it's just simple black. Anyway, then next up, I actually won this on a bid on Discogs. I know this normally goes for like 80 or 90, but I actually got this for like 25, and that'd be Brand of Sacrifice with Lifeblood. Familiar with Brand of Sacrifice? They're sort of a symphonic kind of like deathcore band from Toronto, Canada. This one is a double gatefold. Looks fucking sick. And this vinyl is this kind of like bluish red with like splatter on the corners right here. Yeah. Moving on to, and I'm kind of pissed that the sleeve was kind of fucked when I got it. That'd be a classic thrash album. That'd be Dark Angel with Darkness Descends. Yeah, I might try to get like a new sleeve at some point. If anybody knows where if I can get like a new sleeve or can make a new like vinyl sleeve, if anybody can anybody just let me know in the comments. I mean, the vinyl itself is pretty good. Moving on to the next 2 albums that are both from the same band. I got them signed last week in Atlanta. That'd be Fit for a King. I'm pretty sure some of you are probably aware of them. Metalcore band based out of Texas, been around since 2007. I have 2 of their albums. First off is Dark Skies. I thought it was a pretty good album. Simple Black. And then their newest album, The Hell We Create. I got this also signed. I think this vinyl is a right here. It's greenish on one side, and then the other side it looks pretty damn good. Cool. I'll put this back in there. Anyway, moving on to a classic from the band in my childhood, or part of my teenage years, I should say, and that'd be Sacrament by Lamb of God. I got this album when at a CD warehouse over in Marietta, and here's a gatefold right here. It's just a simple black. Anyway, moving on to, I got this album today thanks to my friend Richard from South Carolina. And shout out to you, dude, if you're watching this. He got me this as like a early birthday present. That'd be Altars of Madness by Morbid Angel. I don't think I really need to go much into detail with these guys. Classic death metal will debut, in my opinion. Anyway, moving on to, and hard to believe this album is now 20 years old, and it's a debut album from one of the best bands in the modern thrash world, or crossover, whatever you want to put them as, and that'd be Waste 'Em All by Municipal Waste. Yeah, just these guys are just great, and this vinyl itself is a white vinyl. Anyway, next up we have one of my favorite power metal bands, that'd be Sabaton with Heroes. And here's a gatefold with the band, and the vinyl is a simple black. Anyway, try to get this in here. Sorry guys, one of the disadvantages of having vinyls is like trying to get them back in the sleeves are a pain in the ass. Next three albums are both from the same band, and I actually got these also one day, I think it was like last week or so, at the CD warehouse. They're both from, well, one of my favorite bands. I know some people like them, some people don't like them. I'm talking about the band Slipknot. First off, we have Volume 3 to Subliminal Verses. I think this is one of those reissues that Roadrunner is putting out. And here's the gatefold right here. This one is a 2 LP. I have, and it's a have like a pinkish purple looking. It looks purple right here, but it kind of looks pink if you like hold it up in the light. Right, that's pretty cool. Almost dropped it. And then I have All Hope Is Gone. That's a gatefold right here with the band members. And then this vinyl is a orange vinyl. It's a 2 LP. I think pretty much what most Slipknot albums are. And then I have their latest album, The End So Far. But for some reason on the CD has the title right, but for some reason on the album they fucked it up. The album title called The End For Now. And the gatefold with the band members. And this vinyl is a kind of a lime-ish green yellow vinyl. So yeah, all I just need now is Iowa, and I pretty much have every Slipknot album on vinyl. Anyway, the next three albums are from the same band. It's classic death metal. I don't think I really need to go much into detail with these guys. That'd be Suffocation from New York. And we have the Human Waste EP. I think this one is kind of a splatter vinyl. Then I have Effigy of the Forgotten, which is a classic death metal album. As you can see, it's signed by Terrence Hobbs. And this vinyl right here is a red vinyl. And then I have the Despise the Sun EP, also signed by Terrence Hobbs. And this one is it's simple black. Anyway, last two vinyls to showcase you guys. I have Underoath with their new album Voirus. I still need to get it on CD, and here's a gatefold. And the vinyl itself is a kind of this weird looking and smoky kind of vinyl. And we got one more vinyl to showcase, and it's from one of my favorite bands. That'd be Unleash the Archers with Time Stand Still. Power metal band from Vancouver, Canada. Here's a gatefold right here, and I think this is just simple black. All I just need now is their debut, and I have all their stuff on vinyl. So yeah, that's my music collection update for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, keep it metal.